Okay, got the BSA out this time for the Honda. For those that don't know, it's a CA72. It's a 250cc twin cylinder, single carburettor, 4-stroke Honda with electric start and the usual bits and pieces. Personally, I think it's a beautiful looking bike, but obviously it's one of those sort of Marmite bikes. Anyway, what we're doing today is, when I bought this bike, it wasn't charging at all. So I fitted a little wire on the other side so I could charge it up easily without having to remove the battery. But and then I fitted this, which is a little diode pack. So these are the wires coming in from the alternator into this little diode pack, and then there's a lead that goes out to the battery and so on. Now it does seem to work, but it just doesn't seem to have enough oomph. So I'm going to swap it today for a 4-wire job. Nice, actually. Now this has, as you can see, 4 wires. Red goes to the battery, so that should push out, I don't know, somewhere near 14 volts. The green one is an earth, and these pink and yellow ones go through to the alternator. So if you imagine that the alternator is pushing out a sine wave, then what these two do is, and this little unit is, they chop half of the sine wave off, so it's always positive, and then they have the two together, so you get basically a DC charge for your battery from an AC source. The reason it has fins on is because during that process there's quite a lot of heat, so you obviously need some finning to cool the unit. So that is going to go somewhere in here when I work it out. It's got 2 holes, but it's not really obvious where it's going to go. So first job is to get the old one out and bolt this in place. I'm just going to wire it in. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we'll just have to see. I'm hoping that connector, I don't think they're going to match, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Right, this is the next job in the workshop. I've got the Honda out. I'm not sure it's doing any better, so I think it's the alternator that's a bit dodgy. And now we're just really putting this back on the road. It's a Garelli 1957 Garelli 70. As you probably guess, it's 70cc. Nice telescopic forks. I think the new rims actually on this, new tyres, all been painted at the front. Tank's been done, but unfortunately at some point in the past it's got a bit scratched, and there are a couple of little marks here, but nothing too severe. I think really it just wants a good clean and a sorted out. The engine looks fine, but it's stuck in gear at the moment because the gear change cables have been messed about with. Rather strange looking brake thing there, but I don't think it, oh yes, it might work. I don't like this chainy thing here, but we'll see. Down the end there, sprung back end as well. Beautiful little hubs and brakes. And look, it says Mosquito on it. So actually, it's probably a Garelli 70 Mosquito. That means I've got 2 Garelli 70 Mosquitoes, but one's 50cc and one's 70cc. Round the side now. Actually got the chain guard, although it looks a bit bent. Nice new rear rim on this. Can't really see up inside the mud guard, but I think it's looking pretty mint throughout. This is one of the cables to the gears, which is not been, and sadly there's no rubber on the kickstart, so I'll have to find one of those. Little carb in there. This is the choke. A little box to put your lunch in. This side of the tank's even better, Nick, than the other side. Might have a little polish. Beautiful little handlebars, and because it's Italian, it's got the mirror on the wrong side, so I'll probably swap that over at some point. Twist grip seems to work. Front wheel's not attached. I think that's to stop thieves, that, so if somebody steals it, the wheel falls off down the road. And the front brake cable's not attached either. So those are the jobs to do. I think I'll do the front brake cable and sort out the brake, and then I'll have a look at the engine, make sure that it's got oil in the gearbox and what have you, and then see if she'll start and run. And once I've got her started and running, if I get her started and running, then I'll go right through it. Because it's got a registration, this bike, I should be able to get it insured straight away, so I can use it once I get it working. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that strap. I'm not sure whether it's, I don't really like it, but we'll see. It might be uncomfortable as well when you're sitting on it. Right, that's the end of that. I'm going for my lunch now. Yeah, the reason the gear wasn't working very well was that this is a twist grip that goes on the handlebars here. There are cables that come up through this little block, and you see the one nearest is all bent out of shape, the cable, because this side, the left hand side as you're looking at it, it had lost its little jaws, if you like, so it was, the cable was just coming out of the jaws. Now they've snapped, and I've welded a bit on. I'm going to clean it up with a file now. I don't want to take too much off, because every time I take too much off it just actually comes away from whatever the material is that's underneath it. It does seem to be welding, so it's steel, but I'd rather have it looking a bit ugly than keep falling off. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, we're outside now. We've just about finished the Garelli. I've just got to do a few little jobs like checking the points and things. I think I might run it as well on a little bit richer mixture for a while. It's got 25-to-1 in. I might go down to say 20-to-1 for a little while, just until everything's settled in. I know it's obviously not rebuilt, the engine. Well, it may have been. So let's take no chances there. Okay, so I think I've got the gears working properly now, so I'm going to run it through on the stand and just see how she goes. So fuel on, fingers crossed for a start. It's usually first time, but you know what it's like. Oh yeah, there we go then. She just seems to such a good starter. Right, I'm going to run it into first. There we are, first gear. Second gear. Third gear. Second gear. First gear. Nothing. That's it then. I'll just tidy things up, get rid of that cable at the bottom, and I think we can call it done. What a beautiful little machine. Absolutely stunning. Looking forward to getting out. Just waiting for a number plate now. I've sent off for one. It's got a V5, so I'm just waiting for that to come through the post. I don't know how you're supposed to stop it. It's probably supposed to be a kill switch, but there doesn't seem to be one fitted. So just turn the fuel off just before you get to where you're going. Okay, that's it for now. See you later.